welcome to Lavanya's Art. Here in this video we will be learning how to draw suit using alcohol markers and colored pencils. Using alcohol markers along with the color pencil makes your process easier, and it also reduces the time that you spend on doing your work. Because alcohol markers give that initial layer and the large coverage to the paper, so that you don't have to apply many more layers with the color pencil. Let's see how to use these alcohol markers with color pencils to our advantage. Okay, here for the initial layer I am using very light shade of the blue alcohol marker. So this will give huge coverage to the paper. So all the white grain of the paper would be get covered using this. After that it will make our process easy. So I am just giving one initial layer, very light and thin strokes. So at this stage it will not look neat, it will look very rough. So don't worry about that. When we add color pencil layers on top of it, it will all look good. Now I just want to color the white shirt. So whenever we want to make a white shirt, we will be using some brown shades. The lighter brown shades are gray tones, and also some lighter blue shades to make the shadows and foldings. We cannot leave it completely white, so there are some foldings, right, that we have to represent using these color pencils. So here I am not using alcohol markers because it is already very light color that I have to produce. So I am just using the color pencils here. And make sure you are practicing a good shading techniques to get the smoother shade, and use sharp tip of the pencil and observe the reference photo whenever you are coloring. You do it according to the reference. Yeah, if you want a real-time video of this, please contact me. I do have real-time video. See, here I am using color pencils. I am using the darker shades of blue here to make it darker. I am using scribbling method. So whenever you start coloring, start with the darker areas. First fill up the darker tones, then it would be easy to differentiate between the dark and lighter tones for further coloring. See, it requires many more layers. With just one layer of color pencils we cannot get the smooth shading, so I am applying more layers here, and I am blending it using the lighter shade of the pencil. You can see that I am using light purple in between to blend the color pencils. If you want to learn more about the shading techniques, blending, coloring, all that, I do conduct color pencil portrait drawing workshops, so you can contact me. I have added the mail ID in the description, and yeah, you can see my Instagram profile as well, so that you can get to see all my drawings and updates what I do, and you will also get the updates about my courses and workshops as well. So if you are interested, please do contact me. So I am slowly developing the layers here. Initially I am filling up the darker areas. Once we create the shadows, it becomes easy for us to judge the value. I am using dark blue and also black color to create the darker shadows. If you want to know how to draw color pencil portrait, I do have tutorials regarding that. You can also check that in my YouTube channel. and also I make content related to how to become a full-time artist and how to earn more from your art. So you can see so much content on my YouTube channel in other videos, so please do check if you are interested to become a full-time artist or if you want to earn by your hobby. I know being an artist is something really difficult if you are starting out. You will not be knowing how to earn or something from this profession. So that's why I do like to share my experiences in this videos. Yeah, I am almost done with the shadows here. See, the color pencils is a slow process, so please do have that patience while coloring and always maintain the sharp tip so that you will get the smoother shade. And wherever it is required, you have to make the crisp edges to create the texture of the clothes. See, now you can easily differentiate between the shadows and highlights in this drawing. I have not speeded it much so that you can see the process clearly here. I do have real-time video lessons also. If somebody is interested to learn more, you can contact me. See, I am using blue shade of the pencil here. I am slowly developing the layers. It takes time to fill the entire area. I am just using scribbling method here, so you can just select between the scribbling method or hatching method depending upon the texture that involves in the reference photo. Here, according to my reference, I have chosen only scribbling method for drawing this suit. See, even though I have filled up with the alcohol marker, still it is taking so many layers of color pencils. If we avoid alcohol marker, then it would take even more layers because it is a darker shade, right? To produce darker shade, we'll have to apply many more layers of color pencils. So that is the little disadvantage with the color pencils, but however, if you know these techniques, we can make our process little easier. So that's why I recommend you to try alcohol markers with your color pencils, especially when you are drawing clothes or backgrounds. Yeah, in the previous video I have already showed how to use alcohol markers in making portrait as well, so you can also check that. That must be useful to you. And also, if you have any doubts regarding the color pencils, you can comment below. I will be there to answer your questions. And tell me what you have learned in this video. Have you ever tried alcohol markers? You just comment below. Even I would like to know your experiences with this. And what are the video suggestions you have for me to make tutorial on, please comment below. I'll read all your comments and I'll consider them for future videos. See, here in this step I am blending it with using light color, and wherever there are highlights I am using more pressure and blending, and where it has to be darker I am doing it very lightly. You can see it is becoming smoother compared to the previous layer. almost done with the blending. So if it is required, we can apply one more layer on top of it. Yeah, I have only this much video. I hope you like it. If you find it useful, please share it with your friends.